Ramirez pulls it back across, and that unfortunately is turned in. An own goal. Sikat Lurano with a smile because there's nothing he gets. Turns it in. Didn't even come off a Swedish player in the end.
No, it was Logat Serrano. Match to remember.
And it was, wasn't it? In Malmo. Not incredibly, not what the home fans came for. That is a breakthrough that Sweden have been striving for. Hampus Niedenfeld gets.
That will be a memento on his mantelpiece. And Regalgado has played really well, but that was nearly impossible to save, pounding in it from that distance.
All roster. Now chance here, 2-on-1 as well. Can they make this play? The Philippines. Cortez is bundled to the floor.
Penalty shot.
They'll get their chance.
Cortez was
great footwork. Can shift balance quickly. Anahe against Paher. Saunters up, puts it away. Oh. Philippines on the board against Sweden. Rich reward for their application so far in the contest.
Great to see. That's the joy of sport and floorball, and that's very cool. He looks at the opening, and pass shot isn't really
able to be conductive for the Philippines. Now also Sweden, so energy levels being burnt from both sides, but Vramdemark is very much on the mark there. A laser beam to Regalado is that time avoided.
Yeah, Vramdemark has too much room, really unchallenged in this occasion, just has way too much time to choose a lane that he likes.
If that had been where it needed to be, that was heading goalward from Carlington. That is goalward, and it is in the back of the net. Well timed from Sweden.
You see that Hovlund starts crashing the net here. That's where Magistrado loses his player. Oh, pardon, it's actually Myllypertiö who has come into the game. He loses his own player.
Half of the court.
And the Swedish weren't really pressurizing that much until now.
But it doesn't go to plan, and it ends in a Swedish goal. Oscar Weissbach. They played themselves into a spot of trouble here.
Just before this, and I said they had given them a sense of a good feeling when they retracted first a bit and then applied pressure when they moved.
Despite his size, low center of gravity, powerful quads. Sweden looking for another one, and that is almost tearing a hole in the net. Struck well by Ulriksson.
To the last minute and then deliver off the post and in. And head up all the way.
And he gets in there, De La Peña can't create an exit. Vramdemark has space in front of him. Across and in again, and Sweden are picking up the pace here. Albin Högren with great execution across the cross court.
Trademark celebration from Sjögren with putting a finger ring around his eye. But this is good vision from Weissbach, and look at that finish. And gradually they then move on to the big court. And 5 against 5 from 3 and 4 against 4.
Sweden and Eriksson showing where you could end up if you start early and a national team player now.
And I believe you were talking earlier about Lundmark providing the helpers on these goals, and here's another one. Finds that path between the legs. Deception from Ponce.
Oh, bullet shots. Zacharias Ulriksson with another F.
Crashing the center, receiving, taking a few steps forward to clear the shooting lane. 1, 2, 3 steps, head up all the way and into the far corner.
Varga. Sometimes it looks like the easiest thing in the world to control that small white ball, but actually sometimes not. But when you're in this kind of company, Hovland does the former display, the total.
Yeah, the positioning of Thomas Ellis on this one.
On Lundmark, been brilliant at setting things up, and he doesn't quite set it up for himself there. Now he does. Now he gets on the scoreboard. He just stayed around for long enough for the chance to come up again.
It becomes, you see here, it becomes really, really slippery when a sweaty player falls on the floor. That's why they keep